So just come down to lie down on your backs, and then you're going to place the soles of your feet to the edges of your mat, and then let your knees knock in towards one another. And then just bring your hands alongside your body, palms facing up. And just allow yourself to get really settled into this shape and take a long, deep, full breath in. And then a full breath out. So you want to think of creating a lot of space here in your lower back. And think of finding some length from the base of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. So thinking of your hips getting really heavy into the ground, and then allowing your belly to drop in towards your spine. Taking a full deep breath in through your nose. Watch your belly rise and your chest lift. And then as you exhale, sending it out your mouth. And then I want you here to just notice the areas that feel a little bit achy in your body. And then notice the spaces that feel really good, where you feel a little bit more spacious. And then see if you can start to mirror that energy throughout your body. So you're thinking of creating space in the places that feel a little bit tighter, a little bit sore. And then you start to reach your arms up overhead. You're going to extend your legs out long. And then walk your feet over towards the right side of your space. And if it feels okay in your left side body, then you can hook your left ankle over your right ankle. And then walk your upper body over towards the right side of the room. And then in this space, in this shape, take some long, deep breaths in and out. And then you start to notice the space moving along the left side of your body. And see if you can create a little bit more space between your ribs and your hips. Taking a full breath in. And then a full breath out. You're going to walk your upper body over towards the center of your space, uncross your legs. Pausing between sides. And then walk your left leg over and then cross your right ankle. And then shift your upper body over towards the left side of your space. And then again, thinking of creating space here between your lower rib and your hip bone. Take a full deep breath in. And then a breath out. Walk your legs towards center, and then walk your upper body towards center. And then start to bend your knees one at a time. Draw the soles of your feet to the ground. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And from here, you can rock a little bit from side to side, rolling out the tops of your glutes or massaging out your lower back. And then from here, draw the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Reach for the outer edges of your feet and come into happy baby. So I find sometimes coming right into this shape can feel a little bit aggressive. So if you want, you can straighten out your left leg and then maybe your right, and then come back into the shape. And then notice here, if you're holding in your shoulders, if you can allow your shoulder heads to drop down towards the ground. Your head is connected to the ground. You want to find length here in your lower back, so think of drawing your tailbone down towards the earth. Start to slowly draw the soles of your feet together. Find an interlace around your feet and then draw your heels towards your pelvis. And then just notice where you feel the shape. So you might feel it maybe in your lower back or maybe in your adductors, so your inner thighs. Maybe you don't feel it at all. But wherever you are, just find length here in your lower back. And as best as you can, try not to hold in your upper body. Just allow for the shape to happen in your lower body as you draw your shoulders down towards the ground. Gently start to release this shape, draw your knees together, and then roll onto your right side, come into fetal shape. And then right away, find child's pose facing the front. If you have a block, you can reach for a block, and then place the block right underneath your forehead. So you're supporting your child's pose. And if you have the block underneath your forehead, just gently start to rock your head from side to side. So massaging out the space between your brows. So where your third eye resides. So if you have an overactive third eye, if you have the tendency to think a lot, this space might feel really tight. Gently massaging it out. Taking a full deep breath in. And then a full breath out. And reach for the block and then gently release the block to the side. Lower your head back down to the ground. You're going to press into your palms and then slide your way up into tabletop on your next breath in. And then take a look at your hands and make sure that you're creating a L shape with your thumb and your index finger, and you're spreading the weight evenly out through your palms. So you want to start to activate your hands. So think of playing the piano with each of your hands. You're activating your pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, your index, your thumb. And then the same thing on the other side. So like you were playing the keys of a piano, you're just starting to activate your fingertips, activate your hands. So you may start to feel this in your wrists and maybe in your forearms. So really think of connecting all 5 finger pads to the ground as well as the heels of your hands. And then you're going to curl your toes under. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then right away, you can pedal out your feet. And then when you start to feel like you have enough space in your legs, come right into stillness. Shake your head left, shake it right. Taking a full breath in here through your nose. And then sending it out your mouth. And see if you can allow your head, your neck to drop down a little bit more. So really allowing the weight of your head to release. And then walk your feet wider, so as wide as your mat. You just have to walk your hands back towards your feet, and then take a wide forward fold at the back of your space. You can add a little bit of a micro bend into your knees if your hamstrings are tight. And then bring your hands behind your head, find an interlace behind your head. Allow your upper body to drape over your legs. So it might feel a little bit different because your legs are a little bit wider. So see if you can find a little bit of comfort in this shape. Maybe you feel this more in your hamstrings, or maybe you feel it a little bit more in your lower back. If you do, take a bit of more of a bend into your knees. You're going to release your fingertips to the ground. Come up to your fingertips, come up halfway as you breathe in. And then turn your toes out to 45 degrees. Sink your hips so that your hips are at shoulder height. And then walk your fingertips forward. And then drop your head down. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Come up halfway. And then walk your feet together. Bring your hands to your shins. Come up halfway as you breathe in. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand, big breath in. Hands to heart center as you breathe out. Reach it up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift is your breath in. Forward fold is your breath out. Rise to stand, big breath in. Hands to heart center, breathing out. You have one more round. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands heart center as you exhale. Reach it up. And then fold forward. Lengthen halfway, come to your fingertips, inhale. Look forward, walk yourself into plank pose as you exhale. And then from your plank, right away, draw your lower belly in towards your spine. Take a full breath in, and then a breath out. You're gonna lower your knees first, then roll forward so your shoulders come over your wrists, and then lower down halfway, elbows hug right in. Slide your knees back, and then lift your chest up to baby cobra. And then exhale, lowers you down. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Once more, inhale. Exhale, lowers you down. Curl your toes, firm up your legs, plank, breathing in. And then downward facing dog, breathing out. Take a full breath in here. And then a full breath out. You're gonna bring your big toes together to touch. And then walk your hands in a little bit closer. And then you're gonna reach your right leg up and then open it up towards the right side of your room. So it's up and then over towards the right. So it should feel a little bit uncomfortable. You might be feeling this right away into your glutes. So taking a breath in And then bend your right knee as you breathe out. Straighten your right leg, inhale. Right knee bends, exhale. Straighten it, inhale. Bend it as you exhale. Look forward and then tap your right knee here towards your right tricep. And then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Step your left foot a little bit further back so you're widening your stance. You're going to sink your hips here, lift your chest. And then exhale, start to straighten out your right leg. Rebend your right knee as you breathe in. And then start to walk your way over towards the middle of your space as you breathe out. So you're going to wide-legged forward fold. Come up to your fingertips as you inhale. And then turn your heels towards each other as you exhale, turn your toes out. Sink your hips here. And then you're going to lift your chest, bring your hands to your heart. You're in horse stance or goddess pose. Take a full deep breath in. Full breath out. Find the strength here. As your legs start to shake, breathe a little bit more deeply. Taking a full breath. Empty it out. You're going to look towards the left side of your space. Turn this into warrior two. Left arm reaches forward. Take a full deep breath in. And a full breath out. Cartwheel both hands down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog, breathing out. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale it out your mouth. Really letting any tension go. Bring your big toes together to touch. Draw your left leg up towards the sky, inhale. Open your leg up towards the left side of the room as you exhale. Taking a full deep breath in. And then exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Straighten as you inhale. Bend as you exhale. Shifted forward, left knee taps left tricep. Quietly step your left foot forward. Slide your right foot back. Sink your hips, lift your chest, inhale. And then straighten out your left leg as you exhale. Rebend your left knee, breathing in. Walk your way to the middle of your space as you breathe out. From here, feet are parallel. Come to your fingertips, come up halfway to lengthen. And then forward fold here, let it go. And then in your forward fold, see if you can catch your hands to the outer edges of your legs. And allow your head, your neck, everything to just drop down. Bring your hands back to center. Come up halfway, take a breath in. Turn your right toes out as you breathe out. Setting up for warrior two, rise on up. And then see here in your warrior two, if you can come down a little bit deeper in your right front leg. Taking a full breath. And then cartwheel your hands down, step back, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Shifting forward into plank as you inhale. And then lower down halfway as you exhale. Up dog or cobra as your breath in. Downward facing dog as your breath out. From your dog, take a full deep breath in. And then a breath out. Bring your big toes together to touch. And then this time, rather than sweeping your right leg up, you're going to sweep it right away, all the way out to the side, so towards the right side of your space. Take a full breath. Bend your right knee as you breathe in. With your right knee bent, you're going to keep the shape of your upper body in your down dog. You're going to draw your right knee in towards center. And then you're going to wrap your right leg around your left. So think eagle legs, even if it's not completely wrapped. And then from here, start to walk your hands back towards your feet, so towards your left foot. You might need to adjust your stance. See if you can wrap your right leg a little bit more around your left. Start to bend your left knee, and then slowly lift yourself up. Reach your arms up. And then from here, left arm underneath your right. Squeezing everything in towards center. Taking long, deep breaths in. I'm also losing my balance. Taking a full breath, emptying it out. I'm going to open this up into star. So right leg opens out towards the side, arms open up. Full breath in. Draw your feet together, bring your hands to heart center as you breathe out. Reach it up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathing in. Walk it into downward facing dog as you breathe out. Bring your big toes together to touch. And then open your left leg towards the side of your space. Taking a full breath in, bend your left knee as you breathe out. Keep your upper body the way it is. Draw your left knee towards center. Wrap your left leg around your right, and then start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Find your balance. My balance is a little off tonight. So you'll find your balance by really focusing on your core. And then slowly start to reach your arms up. So think of hooking your left ankle behind your right calf. So left leg is over, left arm is under. Twist tie your arms. It's really helpful here to focus on one point. Draw your lower belly in. Taking a full breath in. A full breath out. Open this up into star. Arms reach out, left leg opens up. Full breath. Land your left foot down. Bring your hands to your heart. Reach your arms up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathing in. This time walk it into plank as you breathe out. From your plank, roll forward to your toes and then lower down, right away halfway. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Take a full breath in here through your nose. Full breath out your mouth. And then lower your knees, either take child's pose or come to sit on your heels and take a sip of water. And then wherever you are, close your eyes. If you're in child's pose, gently start to come up to seated and come to sit on your heels. And if you're already sitting on your heels, just a reminder to close your eyes. And from here, reach your arms up overhead. And then start to bend your elbows, goal post your arms so your elbows are at 90 degrees, and then start to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then from here, without shifting anything in your lower body, you're going to twist over towards the right, so you're twisting in your thoracic spine. Take a full breath, and then come back through center. Inhale. Twist towards the left as you exhale. Coming back through center, breathing in. Release your hands down alongside you as you breathe out. Eagle arms, right arm comes underneath your right, twist tie your hands. So if you can't quite reach for your wrists, catch for opposite shoulders. And then from here, roll up to your knees. Draw your lower belly in, curl your toes under. And to engage through your core, you're going to start to rock your weight back and then come up to stand with your arms in eagle. Good. Take a full breath. And then a breath out. Keeping your hands the way they are, you're going to start to bend your knees, lower back down to the ground. Stay lifted on your knees, reach your arms up, inhale. And then other side, left arm underneath your right as you exhale. This really triggers your brain to think differently. Take a full breath. And then breathe it out. You start to rock your weight back, come up to stand again. Big breath in. And a breath out. Bend your knees, lower back down. Reach your arms up, look up, inhale. And then bring your hands together as you exhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye. Then see if you can lift up and out of your waist here a little bit more, and then add a gentle back bend. Full breath in. Uncurl your toes. Land on your heels, bring your hands to your thighs, close your eyes. Flutter your eyes open, slide your hands forward, find your way back into table. And then curl your toes under, downward facing dog. You're going to draw your right leg up towards the sky as you inhale. Bend your right knee, tap your right tricep as you exhale. Land your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Sink your hips, lift your chest, inhale. Straighten out your right leg as you exhale. Rebend your right knee, breathing in. And then turn your back foot flat to set up for warrior two legs as you breathe out. And then from here, walk your upper body up towards 45 degrees. And find a generous bend here into your right front leg. Drop your head, your neck down. Here to walk your chest up. Walk your hands back towards you. Start to straighten out your right leg. Point both toes towards the edges of your mat. Sink your hips, come back up into horse stance. And then from here, open up warrior two, facing the back. Take a full breath. Cartwheel both hands down to the ground, step back, downward facing dog, breathing out. Same leg, right leg, inhale. Open it up towards the right side of your space as you exhale. Bend your right knee, breathing in. Draw it towards center as you breathe out. Wrap your right leg around your left. Walk yourself towards the back of your space. Sink your hips, start to lift your chest. Right leg is over, right arm comes under. Find eagle. Inhale, open this up into star. Exhale, land your right foot beside your left. Hands come to your heart. Reach your arms up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Half lift, breathing in. Walk yourself into plank as you breathe out. Roll forward, inhale. Lower down halfway, exhale. Up dog or cobra as your breath in. Downward facing dog as your breath out. Left leg sweeps up, breath in. Bend your left knee, tap your left tricep as you breathe out. Quietly land your left foot to the top. Sink your hips, lift your chest, inhale. And then straighten out your left leg as you exhale. Rebend your left knee, inhale. Setting up for warrior two legs. Walk your upper body over towards 45 degrees. Then start to walk your chest back in. Lift your chest up. Turn your toes to parallel. So your feet are parallel. Lift your chest up as you inhale. And then forward fold, let it go, exhale. Come to your fingertips, come up halfway, breathing in. Turn your right toes forward towards the right side of your space. Back up to warrior two, breathing out. Take a breath, and then cartwheel both hands down to the ground. This time, step it back to plank as you breathe out. And then lower down halfway. Up dog or cobra as your breath in. Downward facing dog as your breath out. Big toes come together. Left leg opens up towards the left side of your space. Bend your left knee. Draw your knee in. Wrap your left leg around your right. Take a breath. Empty it out. And then start to walk yourself back towards the back of your space. Sink your hips. Lift your chest. Arms reach out. Left leg is over, left arm is under. And then open this up into star. Full breath in. Step your feet together, bring your hands to your heart. Reach your arms up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathing in. Right into downward facing dog as you breathe out. And lower to your knees. And then come to lie down on your backs. Bringing the soles of your feet to the ground. So allow your spine to neutralize here. Just give yourself a moment. And you're gonna wrap your right leg around your left. And then from here, start to lift your feet off the ground, draw your knees in towards your chest, and you're gonna reach for the outer edges of your feet. Take some long, slow, deep breaths here. Slowly start to release your grip. And then untwist your legs. Bring your feet to the edges of your mat and let your knees knock in towards one another. Start to bring your feet together again. And then wrap your left leg around your right. Lift your feet off the ground, draw your knees towards you, and then couch for the outer edges of your feet. If you're working at opening up through your hips, you'll want to spread your feet a little bit wider. It's not quite as accessible. Your feet will come down closer towards your hips. In a perfect world, you want to think of stacking your left knee over your right or your right knee over your left on the other side. A big breath. And then slowly start to release. Feet come to the edges of your mat, knees knock in. And then just bring your hands somewhere along your body, either on your belly or one over your head, over your heart, one over your belly. Place your hands where it intuitively feels good. And from here, you're going to reach your hands out into a T. Keeping your feet as wide as your mat, you're just going to fan your knees open and then twist over towards the left. Draw your knees back through center. And allow your knees to fall over towards the right. Back through center, taking a breath in. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then taking a long, full, deep breath in. Extend yourself out into Shavasana as you breathe out. And then take a lot of space here in your body. Turn your palms to face up, turn your toes gently out. See if you can create a little bit more space in your chest. And take a full deep breath in. And then let it go. Just see if you can really start to soften everywhere in your body. So starting from your toes and then moving all the way up to the crown of your head. See if you can get a little bit heavier in the ground. Have a really great rest of your evening. Namaste.